This is my discussion slash review for 911 Lone Star Season 4, Episode 4, titled Abandoned. And I've had it up to here with the crazy old ladies. Let's talk about it.
Live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings, I'm a big fight.
If I'm being honest, I really wasn't feeling this episode until maybe right there in the middle of the episode where it kind of shifted for me. And that's where I was like, okay, well, this episode ain't too bad because there was a lot of stupidity going into this episode, man. Lingering from episode 3, we got Carlos being kidnapped, tied up to maybe under the sink or whatever, and all of this from this little old lady that clocked him across the back of the head with a shovel. To be fair, should have called it in after he saw the passageway, but that's neither here nor there. But long story short, we find out that this little old lady is helping her son kind of complete these murders, if you will, and we find out he's killed multiple women because basically he's a serial killer, but he's killed multiple women that have mental health issues and women from halfway houses and stuff, people that really wouldn't make a big noise if they went missing. You know what I'm saying? People with mental health issues and everything. And he figured all this out because he works at the pharmacy and gives them their medicine. Oh my God. First of all, that was great writing, like a serial killer that works at a pharmacy that's taking mentally unstable women and kidnapping them. And I'm assuming for his own relationship purposes, because his mom kind of went into this whole little spectacle about him not finding the right woman. Well, if he can quit killing women, he might be able to find the right one. But then we kind of get this whole backstory about him and the acid on his hand. And this man was troubled from the very beginning, and his mom just kind of went along with it because she wanted him to love her. We learned that he spilled the acid on himself. Child services got called because he wanted to live with his father. He didn't want to live with his mother, but his father never wanted him. We all got tragic backstories, but this dude is just gone. For him to pour acid on himself, yeah, at that point, he is too far gone for you, lady. And I get it. She wanted to help her son and wanted to show that she loved him and everything. And it just wasn't working for her, man, if I'm just being honest. But Carlos is on the stupid end, along with this little old lady, because he should have called it in. And because he didn't, this old lady threatened to kill him a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But big ups to TK for feeling like, I'm not going to let our fight, end our relationship, so he was constantly trying to reach out to Carlos. And because of that, that kind of kept Carlos alive a little bit, because TK was focused solely on finding Carlos, because after he could get in contact with him, he felt like something was wrong. So big ups to that, man. They really didn't see a lot of the other 126. We saw them at the very beginning of the episode, and then we kind of just focused on Carlos, TK, and O'Brien and Owen. And TK went to talk to Carlos's parents, and his father kind of jumped in on the investigation. And TK kind of laid into that detective because she didn't believe Carlos from the jump, or Iris. So big ups to TK yet again for laying into this detective. Sure, these people have mental health issues and problems, but she wrote them off from the jump. And this man's been killing multiple women, people that she was supposed to be investigating because she's a part of the missing persons unit or whatever. They've been multiple cases, and you just didn't believe these Iris because of, and now you got multiple cases. You got a serial killer on the loose. So they finally found it, and the case ended kind of nicely, if you will. The lady decided to free Carlos, and then right there at the end, she decided to help her son again. She was crazy too. There was a lot of stupidity going on in this entire episode. Now, let's talk about Owen and O'Brien, because there's so much to talk about. I told you I didn't believe O'Brien was the rat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was holding out for hope for O'Brien because, Owen finally got a legitimate friend in O'Brien, and they were starting to click and everything. And to be fair, O'Brien was in the verge of almost dying by this little motorcycle gang too, man. But we learned the backstory of him being an honor dog. He started it and founded it for first responders after 9/11 and everything like that. But over the course of time, it changed and became something else. And now these people, they feel like Owen and O'Brien are, they kind of ruined their little club thing. But I will say this: I don't think the honor dogs are actually they're a biker gang and they probably do some violent stuff, but I don't think they're anarchists or terrorists. Now, at the ending of the episode, we see that somebody stole all the nitrate and they're making a bomb and they're targeting Owen. Now, we see that Owen and O'Brien are in there with the underdogs. They captured them or whatever, and Owen still has the wire. Now, I feel like Owen this episode was a little stupid too, but his stupidity worked in his favor towards the end when they were there with the underdogs. You know, him having the wire is kind of what saved them, because they were probably going to get beat up for a moment or possibly killed. You never really know. But the fact that both of them, you know, walked out and they kind of got debriefed by the FBI, and the FBI was like, you know what, we are done. We're not going to use you guys anymore. We'll find a way to catch these guys on our own. We do not need your help at all. And I was like, that was kind of nice, because the FBI was stupid. Now, they saw that O'Brien and Owen were in trouble. They didn't make a move or anything like that. I get it. They didn't want to expose their, you know, operation. But at the same time, like, this is a pretty serious situation, but that's kind of on them for using Owen in the first place. I said it from the very first episode when they contacted him. They shouldn't have used Owen. They should have found somebody else, and they shouldn't have used Owen. But like I said, at the ending of the episode, we see that somebody's targeting Owen, and I guarantee you it's O'Brien's nephew. Now, I don't know why he's doing it or what's his whole reason behind everything, but he's the one that stole the nitrate. He's setting a bomb up. He's targeting the 126. He's targeting Owen. Now, I don't know the whole purpose behind it, but he's infatuated with Owen for some kind of reason, and it's probably going to go back to something that dealt with in the previous 3 seasons. I'm not totally sure, but it's going to suck because Owen is going to have to choose between his friendship with O'Brien or, you know, getting rid of his nephew or whatever, because he's targeting the 126, and Owen cares about his family at the 126. And I will say this, 911 Lone Star is writing a very, very compelling story right now for season 4, man. I'm really invested in everything that's going on, even though, you know, it's not 911-esque, but I'm really involved in this storyline right now. This is your boy, Dick Incredible. Don't forget to smash the like button until you can't smash any more. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. Peace out.